there's been a lot of subscription growth amongst the streamers, and a lot of big ones compared to pay cable. Do you think is that a direct correlation to the fact that streamers are now buying sports rights? I mean, especially Netflix. Can we correlate that to the fact that Netflix is spending a lot of money on sports? Amazon Prime is spending a lot of money on sports. Paramount Plus, Peacock, Apple TV. Is that a direct correlation to the fact that sports is one piece of content where people will never be bored of it? It's going to keep growing and growing and growing. Is that it? Is that
Ad
is
revenue.
sports the only piece of content left where people will pay for?
It's not about that. It's all ad revenue. Like, think about it. Like VOD, you can't guarantee there's going to be millions of people watching VOD at the same time. And it's when you get a mass of people that you can actually get really good CPMs, because you can get much better targeting. So that's what, but yeah, why wouldn't I lean into sports if I was Prime or Netflix or whoever? If I can pull 30 million people concurrently in to watch something, my CPMs are going to go to the roof. Like, I'm going to be selling ads big time. And that's what it's about. It's not just that people want to watch sports. It's the fact that they are the biggest money maker.
You all know that ad revenue drives everything, right? But wasn't that the whole point of streaming, is to get away from ads? But that was cable TV, that was broadcast. Wasn't the whole initial idea of streaming to get away from ads so people didn't have to sit through commercials? Wasn't that the whole idea? Joe, what do you think from a streaming perspective?
I mean, look, I don't disagree. I think there is a huge monetization opportunity here. There's not as much what we would call appointment viewing anymore, right? With how balkanized distribution is and how people consume different styles of content. I think, yes, you are seeing a continued investment due to some of the upside and consistency that an audience brings around live sports, which is sort of the last sort of appointment viewing around different major tentpole events, around different major fandoms. And I don't think it's, crazy that major streamers would try to take advantage of that. I think it is on them to continue to look at creative ways to make the advertising experience less intrusive on the fan. And I think they'll continue to have, different ways that they test against it. But I don't think you're going to see investment on sports or sports rights generally slow down, because I think, like what you said, there is a large consistent monetization opportunity there that's not quite as volatile as some of the different VOD approaches, when people are just consuming content in too many different places and in too many different ways. And now you have a huge subsection of people who may just be using YouTube as sit back watching, when that wasn't even a factor to mix in.
Yeah, well, and because of the ad generated, legacy model of sports and television in general, you're not making up the money on the difference with subscriptions on streaming packages and services of that nature to make up what you're spending on the overall media rights deal to begin with.
So we pretty much need the ads to make it. We need the people's consumers' money to make up the money that they're paying for the rights in general. That's
Right.
the only way to make up that money, right?
If $4 a month for a streaming service isn't going to make the $10 billion media rights package turn over and be profitable.
So let's take this back. Let's take this back to the point of this debate: sports rights hurting fandom. So you got sports rights, expensive, streaming company buys it, charging people money to watch it, doesn't make enough money. Let's throw ads in there. So now you're pissing off your fan by just layering in a bunch of ads and monetization, because you need to make money against the amount of money you spent to get the rights in the first place. If we didn't have that problem, they're just available through traditional broadcast, well, we wouldn't have that problem.